This is perfect, actually. This is right. This is how things should be for the Nashville Predators. And this is why professional hockey players and coaches talk about the difficulty of winning a Stanley Cup, like their recounting expeditions through the Himalayas amid blizzard conditions. This is not easy, and it's not supposed to be, and the Predators are now 4 games into a series that looks like it might not go their way. 4 games into the opening round against those cream puff Chicago Blackhawks, it was over. 4 games into the second round against St. Louis, the Predators had a 3-1 lead and would have had to lose 3 straight to be eliminated. Too easy. So before you spend any more time rewinding and lamenting that bad luck Anaheim goal in overtime of Thursday's Game 4, Predators fans, ask yourself this: would you really want to just cruise to the Stanley Cup final, without facing extreme adversity, without facing the real prospect of elimination, with 3 lopsided series results and an almost surreal feeling about the whole thing? Yes. Yes, you would. Point taken. But I propose that you should take after the approach of one of your favorite players, Victor Arvidsson. The young star stood in the Nashville locker room Thursday night, after the Predators stunk up Bridgestone Arena with a first period worthy of a beer league, after the Ducks got a couple high blasts past Pekka Rinne, after PK Subban finally solved John Gibson with a third period slap shot, after the uber-clutch Philip Forsberg set off Bridgestone with the tying goal with 34.5 seconds left, after so many Nashville chances in overtime, and after Corey Perry flipped the puck toward the net and it glanced off Subban's stick and in. Arvidsson did not look like someone who had been through all that. Most of his teammates were gone by then. He stood there and matter-of-factly diagnosed the situation. Of course it's tough. We pushed really hard in the third to get to this point, and we had looks in overtime, he said. I think great looks, and we could have ended it. But they got the last goal. I think we battled back. We've got to play better, though. We weren't close to our potential in the first. Arvidsson was asked if losing in this manner might leave an emotional mark. I don't think so, he said. We're going to battle back and be ready for Game 5. He was asked if he still thinks Nashville has control of the series. It's 2-2, he said. We can't take anything for granted. We've got to battle hard, and it's going to be tight. Tight game in Anaheim, that's how we've got to look at it. He was asked about losing the home ice advantage Nashville earned by winning Game 1 at Honda Center, the site of Saturday's Game 5. Of course it's big to have home ice, Arvidsson. But we started with not home ice, so we've got to take it back. Perspective, good to have in times like this. The Predators did indeed start with not home ice, and not outside expectations of a run, and not evidence they could actually beat Chicago in a series, let alone sweep the Blackhawks and start on a history-making run to here. But here they are, approaching the latest biggest game in franchise history, after which Monday in Bridgestone will see one of these teams battling to stay alive in Game 6. What would you rather do Monday night, watch that or a bad NBA playoff game? No matter how they turn out, these next few days are going to be legendary to Predators fans. Embrace it, don't fret over how it got here. And if you want to dwell on a lucky Ducks goal, keep in mind the Ryan Johansson cross-check that wasn't called right before Forsberg scored. And keep in mind that the Predators must play better, and know it, and know how. Peter Laviolette said he hopes his team can learn something from that awful first period. The third period was telling, too. I think if there's a positive we showed, Subban said, it's that when we want to play our game, we can't be stopped. Some of that appeared to be Ducks fatigue, but that's a positive for the Predators as well, because it seems to be a third period trend. In a series this close and tight after 4 games, you can find plenty of evidence to support either side having the edge. There's not much time to dwell because we have another compelling hockey game on the way. But forced to guess the Stanley Cup finalist based on what we've seen, I have to tell you, it's not Anaheim.